This is Nadja with Altcoin Observer. Super happy to be talking to the amazing Bruno, hub leader of ICP Indonesia, who is doing incredible things. So Bruno, we have known each other for a while. In fact, I think we knew each other before ICP, if I'm not mistaken.
Through LinkedIn.
But we were just talking that in the last year or so, you guys have absolutely taken off.
Yeah.
So we've had this conversation already at length, but I want to know in 3 words, why is ICP Hub the force that it is over the last year?
Wow, 3 words are not gonna be enough, but I try to keep it short. So I think everybody right now, the word ICP is on everybody's mouth. Why? This is because in the last year and a half we had the ICP Hub program that came out, and it has a unique strength. We can already say that it's probably the most successful project in all Web3, because we know that many others try to create this hub mentality, but many failed. So we can say that we actually been able to put it in place in the right way. So as of now, we have 24 hub leaders like me that are taking care of more than 40 regions distributed around the world. So from the east to the west, north, south, we are everywhere. And this has played a crucial role in the expansion and the growth of the internet computer. Why? Because each one of us, hub leader, what he's doing is taking advantage of what are the strengths and also working on what are the weaknesses of every region. So I think this way we can create the right approach to making sure that the ecosystem of ICP can grow and really expand in that region. So a strategy that might work for me in Indonesia might not work in Africa. And the same thing what they do in Mexico is not gonna work for the US. So this is the real power, because we are a really decentralized machine that at the same time is all doing the same things. We create a community, they are educated, they start to build, they start to learn about coding, they start to learn about how ICP works and how they can implement it in their ideas or existing project. And then from there, we nurture them in terms of providing them with knowledge, resources, mentorship, developers, everything they need. And I think that this is something very powerful. As you can see, this event in Bangkok is being amazing and crowded with people that want to be part of the ecosystem, that want to be with us.
I mean, I can say from having experienced it over the last 3 days, the energy, the excitement, not only from the devs, because I mean, devs are always excited about building things, but I think what I've seen with ICP that I've not seen with other ecosystems is the amount of support that you guys bring, not as only one entity. I mean, right now we're in Thailand, so ICP Thailand is doing amazing things. But we have ICP Indonesia here, we have ICP Philippines, we have ICP Vietnam. So even just the collaboration.
Brazil, they are all here, these hub leaders.
Okay, well, I haven't met them yet, so we'll put that on the list. And so from a central perspective, I know that you guys are all decentralized. What are the central sort of decisions that get made, and how does that trickle down, or how autonomous is ICP?
So we are completely autonomous. The only part centralized is that, of course, we see what is being developed, how the technology is evolving, and according to new features or functionalities that are available, we promote them and we make sure that these are used by the community.
So, I mean, we don't want to name names, but we all know in Web3 that there are a lot of issues, and especially with, ecosystems that developers are building on. They might be building on it today because it's hyped, but by tomorrow, gone with the wind. So in terms of ICP's long-term vision for this space, I know the chain fusion that's happening this weekend, you don't have to migrate. You can stick to wherever you are and you come on and you use the ICP tool. So what is your long-term vision for the space?
So of course we have a lot of program for retaining the users, for retaining the community, for retaining the developers. So what we are doing as apps is that in terms of developer retention, we make sure that in the moment, for example, an hackathon is finished, we continue to do follow-up with them. We make sure that, for example, that idea that they created during an hackathon, it can be an idea that actually can be really built. So we make sure that they continue to build and they have enough resources and support to make sure that that project is not finished in the moment the hackathon is done. In terms of community, right now, like I can talk about my community in Indonesia. Like for example, our Telegram group, it has more than 7,000 users, but these are active users, because when I go in the statistic, I see that only in the last 3 months, there has been more than 100,000 messages that have been exchanged on the chat.
And this is for ICP Indonesia?
Yes.
That's incredible.
And we don't even have a moderator. They auto-moderate themselves, and they propose new topic and news and information, and they share about what is happening. Like I have my community manager that sometimes tell me, now my font of information is our chat. I go there when I want to learn about new things. I don't go somewhere else. So we really do a lot. Also, there is all the event part that we are trying to cut down, but at the same time we understand that it's important for the users to stay connected, to have a point of reference where they can do proper networking. So we make sure that users are not staying with us because right now there is the hype word. We want to be hype because we are good, because we have a good tech to provide, because we have a great community, because we have great incentives, because we are capable of being the blockchain that right now crypto enthusiasts need.
On that note, we are in a very interesting market at the moment. Meme coins rule the land. So when we think about the Web3 community and what that means, I mean, different people understand Web3 differently. How do you guys see Web3? What is Web3 to you? Who is Web3 to you?
So Web3 is an environment that is decentralized. It's an environment that is not relying on a big tech like Google, Microsoft, or is not relying on oracles, that is really instead relying on the blockchain, because we know that as of now, many blockchains, the only thing that they have on chain is the token.
Yeah.
That's it. There is nothing else. And this is not what you want to see on a blockchain. ICP, you can store things on chain. You can keep everything on chain. You don't need to use the big tech company. You don't need to give your data somewhere. And this is allowing for the application that are being built for everything to really thrive and find an ecosystem that is looking forward to use like new things, new possibility. Now, regarding the new trends that are in the market, every full cycle we have a new trend. Last time it was NFTs. This time it's gonna be meme coin. Next bull cycle, I don't know what it's going to be. Probably it's not going to be meme coins. But this is also my personal opinion. I'm not a meme trader, so I'm not too much involved into this. But I believe that like meme coin are what? The penny stock of the crypto market, if we want to call it like this. But it's true that people like it. Young generation love it. So if you want to buy meme coin, keep doing it, guys. I'm not here to stop you.
Just keep doing. I wanted to say do research, but there's not quite that much to do research on. So just stay safe.
You just buy.
So Bruno, as a final question. I mean, ICP is a force in the space, and I think I've definitely experienced it this weekend. We've seen a lot of innovation here. We've seen a lot of excitement for chain fusion, for ICP, and just generally in terms of innovation. Yeah. It's been incredible to like walk around and see people hacking and working on things and brainstorming. What are some of the most exciting things that you've seen this weekend?
Project come together, people coming along and creating a team because they needed other people to build their project, people sharing ideas, solving problem together. It's the community that makes me excited, honestly. It's seeing people that are excited for the environment, for the blockchain ecosystem, the same as I am, and this is what I love.
Honestly, I can say after having been here, I would have given exactly the same answer because it was just amazing to almost be a fly on the wall and to see how people, I mean, some of these attendees here are new to ICP, some of them are even relatively new to blockchain, but you've managed to, so many people have come together from so many different countries and they walked in here with nothing and they are walking out with not only prizes.
You come alone, you leave us friends.
That's what I'm saying, because I think, as you said, you guys follow up, you ensure that the hackathon is not the only touch point.
Yes,
now, as a follow-up question, whether you are a developer, whether you are, you know, a B2B professional, if you want to come into both the Web3 ecosystem and more specifically the ICP ecosystem, what would your wise words words of advice be?
Just look for the closest ICP hub to where you live. As I told you, we are everywhere around the world, so very probably close to where you are, there is an ICP Hub community. Just join it. It's not that if you come to ICP Hub, you have to stay with ICP Hub. Just come and enjoy a little bit what is Web3, how does it work. We do a lot of education, workshop, and then if you like what we are doing, stay with us as everybody else is doing.
And join the NOEX CoinFest Asia next year, where ICP Indonesia will be doing amazing things again.
We are doing it even bigger than the last, so stay tuned. Also, it's Bali. Come on, you don't want to come to Bali.
Bruno, it's been amazing. Yeah, I wish you guys all the best. I mean, I know you're gonna go for the best because I can see it right here on the ground. It's been a privilege. Thank you. Thank ICP.